Hello everyone, welcome to this deep stretch Yin Yoga practice. In this video, I'll guide you through a full body sequence of relaxing postures that is specifically designed to stretch deeply into the body's fascia and connective tissues. And welcome back to Devi Daily Yoga and the Yin Yoga Challenge. We're on day number 27. In this practice, I'll be using 2 yoga blocks and I'll also be using a yoga bolster. But if you don't have a yoga bolster, you can substitute with a firm cushion from the back of your sofa or with 2 pillows from your bed stacked on top of one another. So just go ahead and roll out your mat. Practice begins right now. We'll begin in supported fish. We're going to set up 2 blocks, one to support the middle back and the other one to support the head. So you can do the middle height of your block for the middle back and the high height for the head, or if you want to go down a notch, it'll be a little mellower to do the low height for the middle back and the medium height, or even the high height staying there for the head. You also have the option to lie back over your bolster if you prefer something soft, but there's a little bit of a deeper upper back opening that I enjoy with the block, so that's how I'm going to work with it today. And as we come back, we want this block to come to just behind the heart. That's really the best way to think of the location. And then the base of the skull with the other block. And let the arms simply spill out at a comfortable angle with the palms facing up. And feel the nice opening of the chest. And if you get into this pose and don't feel quite enough sensation, you can experiment with taking the block that's under your head down 1 notch. Settle into your nice open chest, open lung position. And draw the breath in, fill the lungs, let them expand. Exhale and soften into the support that's holding you. Relax into the floor with your legs. Breathe in. Breathe out. And now slowly come up out of the pose using your arms for support, carefully lifting up, and we'll come into upside down dragon pose next. Blocks can move aside, and we'll use a bolster under the hips. So we'll slide the bolster under us after we lie down. It's usually the most convenient way to get into this. Lifting up the hips, sliding the bolster under, and extending the legs. And from here, let's take the left knee in toward the chest for upside down dragon pose. adjusting as you need to so that your body feels well supported. And so gravity is affecting you in the right ways. Feeling the stretch of the front of the right hip and the front of the right thigh. If you have any difficulty clasping, reaching your knee, then you could clasp behind your thigh instead. And breathing in, breathing out. Settling into this support. Slowly release the left leg and switch. Bring the right knee in and extend the left leg forward onto the mat. And now feeling the sensation in the other leg, the front of the left thigh and the front of the left hip. Release the right leg now and interlace your fingers as you stretch the legs down long. Press the palms up and away from the feet. And release your arms. We're going to come into a Golden Gate pose, and you could choose to keep your arms up over the head, or you could bring them down alongside of you. Or they could simply be straight out to the sides. Golden Gate is our supported bridge pose. If it's too much on your sacrum or low back, you could choose to bend the knees and have the feet flat like so. finding any little adjustments you need to make for your comfort. And once you've arrived, draw the breath in to the belly, into the back. Breathe out and soften all around, lower back, belly, hips. And release. Slowly draw the legs in. And we'll take a moment with the knees in. And now extend your legs up into the air. And open the legs wide. And draw the knees in toward the chest and find the feet for a happy baby pose, or take one hand onto each knee, whichever feels better right now. And we'll slowly release and find the floor with your feet. Lift your hips, slide your bolster out, and make your way to a seated position. Move gently to roll to the side and come up. And we'll come into half saddle or full saddle using the bolster. It's also an option, of course, to use your blocks instead. If you're taking the full saddle, you'll either sit in between your feet and come back, or sit on top of your feet and come back with the bolster for support. Or for half saddle, you'll start with your right foot bent next to your hip. Extend your left leg forward and lie back over the bolster like so. So if you're taking full saddle, you'll have double the amount of time. Resting back into your variation and feeling the stretch in the low belly and the front of the hip and the front of the thigh. Take a breath in now and exhale. Allow the stillness to carry tension and stiffness away. slowly. If you're doing one side at a time, you'll slowly come up now. If you're in your saddle, you can stay where you are. Left leg comes back for half saddle on the second side. Very slowly rise up now, making your way out of the pose and moving slowly to transition into our next adventure, which is Dragonfly, using the bolster and optionally 2 blocks as well. So there's a couple ways to use props for Dragonfly. One of them is to just rest the forehead on the end of the bolster like so. If you are someone who comes pretty close to the floor, then you might just lie straight over your bolster. Or if you don't quite do that bending in half thing, then your option is to lift your bolster up and have a block under it. And if that's not enough, then 2 blocks. And coming forward to turning the head one way or the other as you wrap your arms around your bolster, or take whatever arm position feels good at this moment. And feel this stretch of the whole back body. Breathe into the back body. And slowly come out of this dragonfly and come into your final meditation pose, Shavasana on your back, optionally with your bolster under your knees, or finding a seated meditation pose, seated Shavasana, if you will. The most important part of the practice comes now. The stillness, the calm after all of the storm of stretching and moving energy. Now we feel the energy settle. Let's find a deep breath in and exhale. And listening to Sutra number 69 from the Radiant Sutras. Meditate on the self as being vast as the sky, a body of energy extending forever in all directions, above, below, all around. In the embrace of infinite space, awaken to your true form, divine creative energy, revealing herself as you. End of Sutra. And let yourself marinate in the words of the verse. And inhale, exhale, place the palms together in front of the heart. We'll chant Om 3 times. Inhale. Namaste. I hope you feel amazingly peaceful and satisfied after this practice. If you feel you need to rest in stillness and quiet for a little longer, you might pause the video at this point. I want to thank you for practicing with Devi Daily Yoga. Be sure to move slowly and gently into the next part of your day. And if you liked this video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel where I have over 200 Yin Yoga videos organized into helpful playlists. If you're serious about deepening your knowledge of Yin Yoga, you might check out my online Yin Yoga teacher certification program. I also have a yoga membership site where my community of yogis follows a weekly calendar with me, and you can find links to these things in the description box below. This class has been part of the 30-day Yin Yoga Challenge, and if you haven't signed up for the challenge, you can sign up at challenge.devidaily.com. Starting on the day you sign up, you'll get daily emails with a direct link to the video of the day to help keep you on track with the program. And you'll also immediately receive a calendar along with a PDF guide for the program and a posture gallery. So I look forward to seeing you in the next one, and until then, I hope the rest of your day flows beautifully.